Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am actually going to be testing out another waveform antenna. And for those of you that don't know, or for those of you that do know, I actually already have a waveform 4x4 antenna. I actually have one of their older antennas. It's actually called a legacy antenna now. So as you guys can see here on the left here, this is actually the older one, and that's actually the one that I currently have up in the attic. Like I always do say, I have it hooked up to my Chester Cheetah SDX75 gateway slash modem, and that allows band locking, network mode switching, VPN, IMEI revisions, and all that kind of good stuff. And I have that hooked up to the external antenna, the external waveform 4x4 antenna, the Quad Pro, and that's actually the legacy, like I said now. And as you can see, it actually says out of stock right there, so that's actually becoming harder to find because they're no longer making it, they're no longer producing it. And the newer one over here to the right of me, as you can see, is the one that I actually tested previously. I actually tested that out, and come to find out, I didn't even make speed test videos on it or anything because the speeds, to be honest with you, the speeds were not as what I expected. So if you have the original waveform 4x4 Quad Pro, then do not upgrade to the newer one because it's just not worth it. I didn't even test it like thoroughly. I didn't really test it too thorough, and I didn't do that because it didn't meet my expectations. It just didn't, and the speeds were just not anywhere near as good as the original one. So if you have the original one, I would say just keep that and don't upgrade because newer is not always better. And with this antenna that I'm going to be talking about, just doing this as a test. I'm just testing this. I'm going to see if this is better than the original Waveform Quad Pro that I currently have. And this one's actually the newest one that they have released. This is actually the newest one that Waveform released. It's actually called the Waveform Dual Plus Duo. And I'll read a little bit about it here. As you can see, it says ultra directional, high performance external antenna kit to pinpoint your tower. So this is more of a directional antenna than the Quad Pro that I just showed you guys, or the newer Quad Pro, whatever one you guys have. But this is more like a line of sight antenna. This is more like a line of sight antenna, like it has to be basically pointed near the tower, like right near the tower, basically. And that's not really that bad for me because the tower, like I always do say, the tower is literally right down the road from us near the old truck stop. I can basically see it, like it's basically in the line of sight. And like there are some trees and stuff in the way, you know, in our yard and everything, and there's some houses and some buildings and stuff like that, but I don't think that I'm really going to have a problem with that because I get good enough speeds even with the Waveform Quad Pro, and like I said, that is less of a directional antenna. Like you don't have to have it actually at the line of sight, and the Quad Pro is very good at going through things, like going through trees, going through buildings, and stuff like that. And this antenna is more like a directional. It's even more of a directional antenna, but I really don't think that that's going to be that big of a deal. I really don't. And this is a huge antenna. It really is. And I'm actually going to leave a video link because Nader Tater, I've talked about him before on my channel. He actually made a video of it, and he's actually going to be testing it out more than I will, most likely. He's going to be testing it out and actually making another follow-up video of it, and he's going to be doing like thorough testing with it, he said, versus the original Quad Pro like I currently have. So I'm going to leave the link down below in the description, his YouTube channel, and I'm also going to leave the link down below in the description to his video because he goes more into detail about it. But I'm just going to do this as a trial basis. I'm going to do this as a trial basis. And like I said, it is a huge antenna. And you'll be able to see in that video from Nader Tater at the end, he actually made it like he was shooting off a RPG. And it's a big antenna. I'm telling you guys, it's a big antenna. And some people might actually ask me, well, Josh, if it's a really big antenna, then how are you going to set it up in the attic? So I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna make it work. I'm definitely gonna make it work, and I'm gonna do some speed tests on it, and I'll definitely get back to you guys on it when I do actually receive it. I actually placed the order on Christmas, so it might take it a little longer to get here. But they did actually say that it's possible that it could be here today or tomorrow. Today's actually Monday or tomorrow. So I don't really know what day it's gonna be here, but it has actually shipped, so that's definitely a good thing. And they actually have it on sale right now. It's actually normally $609, but it's actually on sale for $60 right now, so that's definitely not bad. And they also had a 5% off coupon that I used, so I got like 20. I think I got like $17 off, not 20. I got like $17 off of it. And I actually opted for the 10-foot cable because I'm actually going to use KMR 400 cable with it. I'm going to use shorter cable than what actually comes with it. Unfortunately, I don't really know why, and I don't really like this. As you can see here, they don't actually allow you to choose no cables. Like, they actually allow you to not choose the mount. It says that you cannot choose the mount, but obviously I chose the mount because they make really good stuff. They make really good mounts. I'm not going to, just spend money on another mount. I'll just go with their mount. But I don't really understand why they don't allow you to use your own cables. I kind of understand in a way because they want to push their own cables, but their cables, and that's what I actually noticed with the other antenna, the original Quad Pro and the newer Quad Pro antenna from Waveform. The newer, I'm just gonna say it, the newer cables that come with the newer antennas from Waveform, they're thin and they're cheap and they're not good. They're not good at keeping the signal. They're not good at keeping the gain, and that's a big reason why the original Waveform Quad Pro antenna with the thicker cable is a lot better. It's a lot better because it was made better, and the cable was just all around not as thin, and it was definitely not as easy to work with, but it was not as thin. That's the thing. You want a cable that is going to give you better speed, better reliability, and better, just all around, better all around gain and everything. And unfortunately, I don't like the way Waveform is going with their cables. I really don't. I don't like how thin their cables are, and it's just not a good thing. It's just definitely not a good thing that they're making their cables cheaper. But I hate to admit it, but everybody, every company, every business, it seems like everything right now is just going cheap, 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 and that's just not good. But the way to get around that is to use your own cables, like I'm gonna do. I let you guys know in another video that I upgraded my cables. So I already have the cables. I already have them set and ready to go, and all I have to do is wait for this to get here, and I'll do testing and see if we actually keep this antenna or if I go back to using my Quad Pro, the original Quad Pro, the legacy Quad Pro antenna. So that's where we're at, guys. Let me actually show you guys over here real quick. I do have a comparison that I actually wanted to show you guys. So as you can see here, this is it says choosing your 4x4 antenna. So this is the newer Quad Pro, but it goes the same for the older one. It says versus this one over here, which is the Dual Plus, which is the newer one that I'm going to be getting. As you can see, it says the Quad Pro. It says simple install, less aiming required, and this one over here says the Dual Plus says aiming required, and it does say simple install. They do make it pretty simple to install, and the difference is here it says with the Quad Pro it says very high performance, and over here for the Dual Plus it says cutting edge performance. So the differences are that this one is more of a line to sight antenna. Like I said, the Dual Plus is more of a, you have to basically point it right at the tower, which is not a big deal, like I said, because the tower is literally right down the road from us, and it's basically in the line of sight. I don't think I'm going to have any major problems with it or anything, with it being basically in the line of sight. So if you're somewhere where the tower is not in your line of sight, then that's most likely not going to work out for you. Is basically what the differences are here. So and obviously the bigger the antenna, like they say with anything, whether it be a TV antenna or cellular antenna like this, the bigger the antenna, the more gain you're going to have, the more power you're going to get, and the better reliability and the faster speeds you're going to get. So that's why I'm going to be testing this out. I'm going to see what antenna performs better. I'm just doing a test, like I said. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the Dual Plus or not, but I figured after watching Nader Tater's video on it, like I said, I'm going to leave the link down below in the description to his YouTube channel and his video. He goes more into detail, but I figured that it was worth the try. So that's where we're standing right now. So but that's basically the video, guys. So like I said, I just wanted to get a quick video out. I just wanted to talk about this. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be getting this antenna, but I will be doing more speed tests probably before I actually get this antenna, and then after that, obviously, I'm going to be doing speed tests on this, and I'll let you guys see the difference between the Quad Pro and the Dual Plus antenna. So definitely stick around for those videos because they're definitely coming. But like I said, just wanted to get this quick video out there, and if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and until next time, guys.